Greetings, AcePreps here, and today we will be taking a look at the NRG-5 emergency food ration bars. So these are, as I said, emergency bars. They contain 2,300 calories, so a solid day of eating for even a quite physically active adult, or a few days of eating if you ration it out properly. In this package of 500 grams, so about a pound. The package itself is, well, it's carton on the outside, it's then mylar on the inside. Fairly big, bigger than I thought when I ordered them, to be honest. But still not that heavy. They last until 2040, so a good 20 years now. You don't have to be worried when storing them away that they'll expire anytime soon. If we look at what they contain, as I said, quite a lot of calories, so 460 calories per 100 grams, balanced out in 17 grams of fat, 53 grams of carbs, and 14 grams of protein with 7 grams of fiber. This is quite skewed balance in the direction of carbs, which is gonna be fine for the short term. In the long term, it's probably not what you want to live on. Also contains quite a lot of vitamins and minerals, so it should give you everything you need, at least in the short term. Although, as I said, obviously I would not live on this in the long term. The nice thing about this as well is that it can't just be eaten like this. It can also be combined or crumbled up into water to make baby food, which is good because that means you don't have to prep as much extra baby food, or if for any reason you need to have supplies for a baby as well, you have at least something available. Although, as I said, once again, it's probably not a good idea to feed this to an adult or a baby long term. If we take a look inside, I kind of cheated and already opened one because I like to do reviews or actually try out the product. If we open it up, so we have the carton on the outside. As I said, we have the mylar on the inside, and these are 3 bars remaining here. So I've been trying to use them as food as well. If you open it up, mylar back, that's what keeps it lasting for 20 years. You have these individually wrapped bars on the inside. They're just wrapped in plastic here. There's 9 of them. But if you open them up, what you notice immediately is they're extremely dry. Of course, because that's how they last that long. You can eat them without water. I tried it. The problem is, at least for me, I kind of got a stomachache after some time because it feels like it dehydrates you a bit from the inside. So definitely eat them with water. Just a demonstration. If you break off a piece, it almost immediately crumbles. It's almost impossible to eat this without making a mess. But if you eat it, it's actually quite tasty. So it tastes like fairly sweet, very dry, obviously, but fairly sweet. I would say a bit like a dough you've left out way too long, so that it's just completely dried up. But it still contains quite a lot of sugar. So it's not necessarily, at least in my opinion, and in the opinion of lots of reviews I read online, it's not necessarily a bad taste. You can eat this occasionally in normal life as well. I just use this packet of bars as an occasional snack in between. One of those, 255 calories, actually fills you up fairly decently. And if you buy any sort of these emergency foods, I would also, of course, recommend opening up one of them, eating them, in order to see if you like them, in order to get yourself used to them. But they're not the worst taste, to be honest. They're actually quite good. I would not live on them long term. But for the short term, I think it pays to have a couple of those just stored away. You don't have to think about them for the next 20 years. And if you have your 3-day, your 7-day, your 14-day emergency supply of food ready in those, you can live off that quite well. Long term, as I said, probably not. If you tried these before, share what you think in the comments below. If this has been my first review video, so if you want any different or any more information in future videos, then please let me know in the comments down below. I appreciate any constructive criticism or feedback. Subscribe if you like these kinds of videos, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.